Okay. I'm not happy. I'm kind of pissed off. So, the Flyers, they make another trade today. This is from the Flyers from a couple minutes ago. We have acquired defenseman Rasmus Ristolainen from the Buffalo Sabres in exchange for our first-round pick, 13th overall in the 2021 NHL Draft. So tonight, a second-round pick in the 2023 NHL Draft, and defenseman Robert Hagg. So the Flyers fill a hole that they had because they traded away Myers and got Ellis. Now they filled in another hole, and they gave up their first-round pick for Rasmus Ristolainen. That alone aggravates the living hell out of me. You gave up your first-round pick for a defenseman who necessarily hasn't really been too crazy good for his career in Buffalo. Ristolainen's been one of those guys that has some good offensive talent. He's, he has a very good size. He's a big defenseman. He brings nastiness to the team, and he is 26. So that is the good thing. The other thing is that he's essentially a defensive liability. I guess some would probably say he's like a right-handed Gostisbehere. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree, but I can see where they're coming from. I don't necessarily think this was the best trade. I don't like this trade at all. It's another overpay for. It seems like Fletcher's getting desperate at this point. I understood Ellis. Okay, I get it. You have to give up something to get something. Whatever. Ghost, okay, maybe they're going to use that cap for something different, and now you just gave up your first-round pick tonight, your second-round pick next year, and your second-round pick in 2023, the year after that, so now you don't have 2 seconds for the next 2 years, and your first-round pick tonight. So, I don't necessarily know what this is going to look like. Their defense now is probably going to look like Provorov, Ellis, Sanheim, and Ristolainen, and then you have York, Morin, and then Braun. Morin, you can shoe him in as a 7, but as of right now, the Flyers really just got the same cap back. Ristolainen was 1 year left at 5.4 for this upcoming season. Hagg was making 1.6, so do the math. That's around the same back in cap. So it's basically you're just filling the cap that you got yesterday from Gostisbehere, and you got Ristolainen, and you got rid of another defenseman and another second-round pick and a first-round pick. So that just kind of shows you the overpay that the Flyers have kind of sent this one. Now they have a little bit over $10 million. $10,085,477. And as I said, they don't have a first-round pick tonight. And now, again, it is really not looking good right now. I don't want to be too critical of Ristolainen right now. That's not my issue. It's the fact that you gave up your first-round pick is where I'm really annoyed at, because, again, it's one of them things where that could have been used for something different. Unless the Flyers are making a huge trade, something else, if they're still trying to get Tarasenko 1-for-1 for Voracek or something like that. But I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. Let me know your guys' thoughts below. Remember, guys, podcast articles, those links are on my channel. Remember, the live show for the draft is tonight, and I will talk to you all again soon.